Something I haven't done before on The Informer is reached out to a success mentor. I didn't go to just anyone. I went to someone who's now hiding in Ballarat. Her name is Melonie Taylor. Hi Melonie, how are you? Welcome.
Hello, George. Thank you.
Now, I was once told that you used to live in Melbourne, but you've seen the light.
Yes, I've come back to where I grew up, actually. So COVID's brought a lot more than I anticipated it would bring, actually. Yeah.
So what's the move back like, especially with the world changing, the different demands being placed on us at the moment, the restrictions, the lockdowns, the serious disruption to our lives? What's it like being home?
Well, I must say it's been amazing. I've loved COVID because what I've learned from this time is that I just want a more simple life. I just want an easier life, and going online has been amazing because it's just, my reach has grown so much. I've got international clients and I can do everything from the comfort of my own home.
Well, you've got the book Success on Purpose. It's now on Amazon and every other capability that's available out there to deliver books and just about anything else online. How are you finding that reach? How are you finding having that sort of organisation behind you, pushing, promoting, and just generally delivering on all the promise?
Yeah, well, it's fantastic because, of course, as we know in business, you can't do it on your own. So you need support and the specialists out there to support you. You know, I'm the best specialist at what I do, and then I have the other specialists to do what they do so that I can get, more results. And I'm all about, serving and helping as many people as I can.
Is attitude key?
Yes. I tell you what's key is self-love. Something that I have learned over time that I was absolutely hopeless at. I used to work as a nurse. I was a giver. I used to give to everybody else and forget about myself. Which led to so much burnout, fatigue, depression, anxiety, and from learning how to fuel myself up and then give out my overflow, I'm able to make so much more of a difference in my life and in the lives of others.
It sounds like you've just told us that the most important ingredient in your modern life is that you learn to nourish yourself. You didn't let yourself just expire or hang out or get exhausted, because if you're exhausted, you lose focus and you also lose the energy to help others.
Yeah, well, but I learned from having done that. Yeah, I was one that didn't move to pleasure. I moved away from pain. So it was from a lot of burnout and anxiety and depression that I realized that I couldn't keep going this way. So then I made some pretty huge changes in my life.
What was the epiphany? Was there a moment? Or was it a succession of things that you thought, no, why is this happening to me?
I think there was lots of moments, but of course I'm very stubborn and a high achiever, and I didn't listen. So I feel like the universe was smacking me plenty of times and I didn't listen, so I got a massive smack where I broke my wrist. And that was the defining moment that really changed the course of my life and led me, to where I am today and what I'm doing. So it was one of my greatest gifts, actually, breaking my wrist.
So what makes a success mentor?
Well, you have to be the embodiment of what you teach. So I don't teach anyone anything that I haven't done myself. And I suppose it's also identifying what success means to you. So success for me is self-love and enjoying life and having fun, because I was the opposite of that, actually, a high achiever and a human doing rather than a human being, and really driven by fear and I'm not good enough. And was, achieving great things, but I wasn't really enjoying life. And I would just tick the box, next, what's the next thing? Grateful for my experience because I worked in palliative care with patients that were dying.
Wow.
And they showed me that the stress response is killing us, and overworking, overachieving, and living for when rather than living for now. So they really taught me so many lessons about that I had to start to change my way of doing and become a way of being, so that I could enjoy life more. And so that's what I teach, and I work with business owners to do, is actually identify what success means to them. So they're living it now rather than always living in when this happens, when that happens.
So that sounds like you live with that adage, we're here for a good time, we're not here for a long time.
That's right. Did you know that's on the bottom of my book?
No. Is it at the bottom of your book?
Yeah, we're here for a good time. My nana used to say it, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So it's down the bottom of my book.
Tell us about your nana, because she sounds like she was instrumental in feeding you some very special nuggets that took you a while to actually discover.
Yeah, absolutely. My nana was a beautiful giver as well, liked to help people. And she always would say to me, your smile will make all the sick people better. And she taught me, I suppose, how to learn to put myself first, and to learn to balance more equality in life as well. So not seeing ourselves as different. My grandmother had an amazing way of not judging anyone. She just loved everybody, and that was a beautiful thing to learn.
Did she have a great smile?
She did. Yeah, she had a beautiful smile. She was.
Do you know how hard it is for people to smile genuinely?
No.
I think it's very, very hard. I think, as you touched on earlier, we spend so many moments in our lives and we hide, we obfuscate, we do so many things, but we create enormous tension in our lives. And when that sudden moment brings you joy, and and you get a peek of what is a gorgeous smile, a radiant smile, that's the sort of thing people need to take a snapshot and remember. That's the inner self coming out. And I say to people, when your nana gave you that advice, she was giving you so much more. She was not only providing nourishment, she was giving you the key for life. You know, smile your way through it, be positive, and they're the sorts of things to hold on to.
Absolutely. This is giving it so much more depth for me, because really she was so beautiful in the way she didn't judge others, which then taught me also not to judge others, but not to judge myself.
Well, all I can say is whenever you smile, and we've seen it 3 or 4 times through this interview, it's radiant. You light up, and you would light up not only the room, but the people around you. And I think that's also a gift. It's a tremendous gift. So more power to Nana's great gift to Melonie. What's next for Melonie Taylor? The book is going great. The book's going great. Success on Purpose. What's next?
I'm doing a lot of work now with business owners, so supporting them to boom themselves and their business. So that's my new passion project now.
Well, let me tell you, we might be able to help business, especially if the government decides to take the lockdown or ease the lockdown and give people a chance to get out and about more.
Yeah, that will be. How much are we going to appreciate that?
Wow. Yeah. It's interesting how attitudes can change depending on what's happening around you, which is where we started the conversation.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I just think, we're just going to appreciate life so much more, and each other.
Yeah, each other. Well said. Melonie Taylor, thank you for joining us on The Informer and giving us a snapshot of what Success on Purpose is about, and more importantly, taking that line that Nana gave you all those years ago, hey, we're here for a good time, folks, not a long time.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Pleasure. All the best.